The nougat is down for a nap. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I drew that. Hello. Today we are going to have an unboxing for different plant supplies. Chances are if you have plants, then you're probably going to have an unboxing like this at some point. But this is also kind of a multifaceted plant unboxing that I'm just going to dig into because one of the items is for my plants and the other is for me. But since I take care of my plants, it's technically also for my plants indirectly. At least that is what I think. And it's this. I had this once before. It's just a little water container. It's fantastic. I used it throughout my entire pregnancy. The only problem is that my sweet darling puppy Indy also loved this water bottle. And so when we were getting ready to go for a walk, he ran into this like box tower of diapers. This was at the top of the tower of diapers, and then it came a tumbling down, much like, what's that egg? What is the name of the egg that breaks when it falls? Humpty Dumpty. It totally shattered, and I needed a new one because I like to stay hydrated. How? Literally just pulled my own hair. I wanted to get like one of the metal ones that kind of keeps it cold, like a hydro flask type of one, but honestly drinking out of metal like that just seems kind of like unappealing, kind of like the idea of like having like aluminum foil in your mouth. It kind of reminded me of that for some reason, even though I know it's totally not like that. Something about it just kind of freaked me out. And then with plastic, it's kind of like the same thing. Like I feel like when beverage is in plastic and it's like, I'm digging into the second one by the way, and when it like heats or cools down, I feel like it just kind of gives like a funky taste. Even if it's like BPA free, it's kind of like not yucky taste free to me. So I stick with glass. I highly recommend it. I actually got some glass straws to go with it too. Should I show you? Yeah, let's not be lazy. I'll be right back. This is what happens if you have glasses and you get something out of the washing machine. So here's the plastic straw that I'm going to take out. The straw was fine. I didn't have any issue with it, but I figured why not be a little extra. There, and it fits perfectly. I'm going to put a little link in my description box if you guys are also weird about your beverage containers being a certain material apparently, because I really actually do love it. It's fantastic. I used it actually when I was giving birth. It was with me in the delivery room, and all the labor and delivery nurses were like, oh my god, it's so nice, wow. And even my midwife, she touched it. I was like, ooh, that's fancy. This is what I've been using since my other one, my other glass one broke. It's from Lululemon. It's squeezy, which is really good if you like go running or cycling, or if your other water bottle breaks. But let's get into the plant thing, because this item I'm very excited about. Paper. Oh my god! Yes! It's a humidifier, and it's a humidifier that I have spoken about multiple times on my channel. It is the Levoit, or the Lavoie, or the Levoit. I don't know, I guess you can pronounce it a whole variety of different ways. In any case, long story short, it's a fantastic humidifier because you can customize how humid you want it. You can have it with warm mist functions or some cooler mist functions, which is handy, I think, if you live in like certain areas. You can kind of do that. I'm rambling at this point. Whatever, it's awesome. It's a fantastic humidifier. Way better than the one that I had before, because I just like picked up my previous humidifier when I had, what was it? I think it was like strep throat or some nasty cold 2 winters ago, and I like called up, I did that thing with Target where you can like order the item and like go pick it up in 2 hours. I like crawled to my car and then like went to like the pickup section for Target, and I picked it up there. So it was not the best, but it was more of like a urgent necessity. So, but this one is the best. And I used to have that humidifier, the one that I was talking about, But then my dear sweet Ryan threw it away or broke it. I don't know which it was because he will not tell me. He won't break his character. He won't break his role on that one because he's convinced that he didn't do that. So he is convinced that my old humidifier just like up and left on its own or something. It didn't. I know. I'm on to you, Ryan. Oh my god. I feel like most people who have plants should probably have a humidifier just because it's like most indoor plants are tropical and most people don't live in a tropical environment who have house plants, and so this kind of helps them thrive, exist a little bit more peacefully. I mean, my theory is like if you're gonna spend, you know, any sort of money on plants and invest in them, you might as well care for them and give them what they need. Plus, honestly, like the main reason why I got this was for that palm that I unboxed a while ago from NSC Tropicals. I love it so much and it's doing really, really well, but I want to make it like feel like a queen or a king or a prince or a princess or a president or whatever sort of powerful figure they identify most with. Oh my god, you are so fancy. So this has a remote and some felt tabs, felt pads, which is nice if you're concerned about scratching your floor. I don't think I can really scratch the floor. Actually, I probably could. This smells a lot like plastic. I probably shouldn't be smelling that. I'm gonna go pick up Nougat from his crib after his nap and he's gonna be like, "Mommy, why are you so cross-eyed?" And I'll be like, "Because I smelled my humidifier too much." Really does smell. Why does it smell like plastic? So much like plastic. Oh my god, plastic. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go set this bad boy up, hook him up with all the plants, and I will show you guys once it's all done. I'm in the backyard now editing the footage and I realized I left out some pretty crucial information about not only humidifier care, but about its benefits as well. For example, you need to clean it regularly because if you don't, there's going to be bacteria buildup and you don't want to be breathing that and you don't want your plants to be breathing that. But then also one of the important things about having that kind of humidifier temperature gauge setting thing is that it'll ensure in a way that you won't be overly humidifying your area, because under humidity and over humidity can be equally as bad. One, you'll have the cell walls of the plant. Oh, hi Indy back there. Cell walls of the plant essentially like bursting with like too much liquid, and then conversely if you have less, like not enough humidity, the cell walls will like dry up and shrivel and become crispy like a Lay's chip or something. Some people wipe the container with like a bit of hydrogen peroxide to inhibit bacterial growth. I personally haven't done that before. I usually just clean it out. However, comment down below if you have a specific thing that is like your tried and true humidifier routine. And then when I develop mine, I can update you on it. Just as a referencing point, most houseplants need around roughly 40 to 60% humidity, but some can go as high as like 70%, like with orchids, for example.